Hi students, good morning. Today we discuss the topic is hyperbola. So ellipse and hyperbola both are approximately equal, but only the difference is the ellipse equation is what? X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. This is ellipse. But the hyperbola equation is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. In the formulas also, equation of tangent, condition for tangent, everything in place of b square, simply you can put minus b square. The remaining everything is same. So, hyperbola, a conic is said to be a hyperbola if its eccentricity E is greater than 1. Simply that is called a hyperbola. Or the locus of a point which moves so that the ratio of its distance from a fixed point, that is called a focus, to its distance from a fixed straight line, that is called directrix, is constant E. Where E is greater than 1, E is called a hyperbola. That means what? SP, that is what? See here, that is SP by PM is equal to E, where E is greater than 1. So that is what? SP is equal to E times of PM, where S is a focus, P is a point on the parabola. P is a point on the hyperbola. So PM is what? Length of the perpendicular from the point P to the directrix. So this is a fixed straight line, that is called directrix. So SP is equal to E into PM. This is called a hyperbola. Now theorem. The equation of hyperbola in standard form. Equation of hyperbola in standard form is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Equation of hyperbola in standard form. Now the proof is, let S be the focus. This proof is also more or less same as the ellipse proof. If you are strong, if you know that ellipse proof, so compared to this hyperbola proof is easy. Let S be the focus and L be the directrix. Directrix of the parabola. Now draw SZ perpendicular to EL. Now this is the line. Draw SZ perpendicular to EL and take 2 points A and A dash such that take 2 points A and A dash such that A and A dash divides SZ in the ratio ratio is to 1 internally and externally. Take 2 points A, this is A, and A dash. This is A dash. A and A dash divides SZ in the ratio E is to 1. That means what? A divides SZ in the ratio E is to 1 internally. A dash divides SZ in the ratio externally. That is SCA by AZ is equal to E by 1 and S A dash. That means what? A dash S by A dash Z by A dash Z is equal to E by 1. So this is A dash divides SZ in the ratio SZ in the ratio E is to 1 externally. That means what? A dash S by A dash Z is equal to E by 1. That implies what? SCA is equal to E into AZ and SCA dash is equal to E into A dash Z. Okay, and take A dash is equal to 2A and C is the midpoint of A dash. Take the length of A dash equal to 2A and C, this point is C. C is the midpoint of A dash. That is A dash C is equal to CA. Okay. Now you have to consider SA dash plus SA is equal to SA dash plus SA equal to, take E common, E into, so this is A dash Z plus AZ. Now SA dash means what? A dash S plus this is SCA. A dash S equal to, this is right, A dash C plus C, A dash C plus CS plus A dash S or SA dash, both are same, A dash C plus CS plus SCA equal to CS minus CA is equal to E times of A dash Z means A dash C plus CZ plus AZ means CA minus CZ. CA minus CZ. Now these two gets cancelled because C is the midpoint. 2CS is equal to, so here CZ gets cancelled. So E into A dash C plus CA is equal to A dash. That is equal to E into A dash is 2A. This is 2CS. So 2 gets cancelled. That is equal to CS is equal to AE. Okay. Now CS is equal to AE. And again, and next you write SCA dash minus SCA is equal to E into A dash Z minus AZ. SCA dash means what? A dash S. So this is A dash S minus SCA. A dash S minus this SCA minus this is S. A dash S minus SA is nothing but A dash. So LHS is A dash equal to E into A dash Z, A dash C plus CZ minus of AZ. AZ means what? CZ, C, right here, here AZ. AZ is CA minus CZ. CA minus CZ. So A dash equal to 2A. E into A dash C plus CZ minus CA plus CZ. A dash C is equal to AC because C is the midpoint. That is equal to E into 2 times of CZ. So this is 2A equal to. So 2 gets cancelled, implies CZ is equal to A by E. Now CZ. So this is CZ equal to A by E and CS is equal to AE and CA is equal to A because C is the midpoint. So A dash equal to 2A. So this is A and this is A. CS is equal to what? AE and CZ equal to A by E. Now you can draw a line. You can now only you can draw this line. Before that the line is not there. Now we can draw this line CY, which is parallel to L. Draw CY parallel to L and take CS and CY as x-axis and y-axis respectively. Now the C becomes 0, 0. C 0, 0. Now this is x-axis, this is y-axis, then C becomes what? Origin 0, 0. And what about CS equal to? And CS equal to AE implies S coordinates AE, 0 because this is x-axis. S lies on x-axis, y coordinate 0 and CS equal to AE, therefore S coordinates AE, 0. And CA is equal to A implies A coordinates A, 0. And CZ is equal to A by E implies Z coordinates A by E, 0. So S coordinates AE, 0, A coordinates A, 0, Z coordinates A by E, 0. Then what is the equation of this directrix? X is equal to A by E. Implies equation of directrix is X is equal to A by E, that is X minus A by E is equal to 0. This is the equation of directrix. Okay, and again let P, this point is P, x1 comma y1 is a point on the hyperbola. So this is SP and draw PM perpendicular to L. This is M. Let P x1 comma y1 be a point on the hyperbola. And draw PM perpendicular to directrix. Just write down. Now, by the definition of hyperbola, SP is equal to E times of PM. That is equal to E into, where PM is perpendicular distance from the point P x1 comma y1 to the directrix. What is the directrix? X minus A by E equal to 0, where SP is distance between the 2 points. So this is x1 minus AE whole square plus y1 square is equal to E into length of the perpendicular from the point x1 y1 to this line. AX1, A is 1, B is 0, C is minus A by E. So this is x1 minus A by E by root of A square plus B square. It is 1. So squaring on both sides. x1 minus AE whole square plus y1 square is equal to E square into, so this is x1 square plus A square E square minus 2A x1 by E. So this is x1 square plus A square E square minus 2AE x1 plus y1 square is equal to so this is E square x1 square plus A square minus 2AE x1. 2AX1 gets cancelled. Now this is x1 square, you can take this side. So this is x1 square minus E square x1 square minus E square x1 square. That you write here. This you write A square E square. A square take this side minus A square is equal to x1 square, right that side. This one x1 square is taken common, E square minus 1. So write this side minus y1 square. So this is x1 square into E square minus 1 minus y1 square is equal to A square common, E square minus 1. Now dividing both sides by A square into E square minus 1. So x1 square by, this is A square minus y1 square by A square into E square minus 1 is equal to 1. Okay, since E is greater than 1, since E greater than 1 implies A square minus 1 greater than 0. A square into E square minus 1 is also greater than 0. So that's why we can put A square into E square minus 1 is equal to B square. Therefore, it is the locus of x and y1 is x square by A square minus y square by, this you can treat as B square is equal to 1. So this is the equation of hyperbola in standard form. So the eccentricity of the ellipse is here a square into e square minus 1 is equal to b square. E square minus 1 equal to b square by a square, implies e square equal to 1 plus b square by a square. That is a square plus b square by a square. E is equal to root of a square plus b square by a square. So this is the eccentricity of the ellipse. So the standard form of ellipse is x square by, standard form is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. See here, put x equal to 0, put y equal to 0. If y equal to 0, then what is x square equal to? A square. X equal to plus or minus a. That means the hyperbola cuts x-axis at a comma 0 and a dash. A dash, this is minus a comma 0. The hyperbola, that is the hyperbola cuts x-axis at a comma 0, a dash minus a comma 0. Here a dash is called transverse axis. A dash is called transverse axis. A dash is called transverse axis, and its length is length of transverse axis is a, that is 2a. Next to, see here, if put x equal to 0, then what? Y square is equal to minus b square, not possible. That is, so y square is positive, b square is positive. Y square is minus b square means what? Not possible. So the hyperbola does not cut y axis. That means the hyperbola does not cut y axis. Now here b 0 comma b and b dash 0 comma minus b are taken as y axis. B 0 comma b, b dash 0 comma minus, so this is coordinates, b coordinates, b dash 0 comma minus b. Here b coordinates 0 comma b, b dash taken as y axis, and b dash is called conjugate axis. Okay, b dash is called, that means what? b 0 comma b, b dash 0 comma minus b are 2 points on y axis, or you can write like this, are 2 points on y axis. b dash is called conjugate axis. And the length of conjugate axis is length of conjugate axis. C means conjugate axis is 2b. Okay, C 0 comma 0, center 0 comma 0. Length of, this is called transverse axis. A dash is called transverse axis. Its length is 2a. B dash is called conjugate axis. Its length is 2b. Eccentricity equal to what? Root of a square plus b square by a square. A dash are called vertices. Okay, S, and this is called S dash. Now the curve is symmetric about both the axes. So this is, by the symmetry of the curve, there exists a second focus S dash minus AE comma 0 and its corresponding directrix Z dash. Z dash coordinates are what? Minus A by E comma 0. So its equation is x is equal to minus A by E, that is x plus A by E equal to 0. So by the symmetry of the curve, there exists, by the symmetry of the curve, there exists a second focus S dash minus AE comma 0 and its corresponding directrix x plus A by E equal to 0. Okay, center 0 comma 0, vertices plus or minus A comma 0, foci plus or minus AE comma 0. Equations of directrix is x equal to plus or minus A by E, and these are called lattice rectums. Lattice rectum, x equal to minus AE, and this is lattice rectum, x equal to plus AE. So equations of lattice rectum, x is equal to plus or minus AE. So in this, there is no A concept for A greater than B or B greater than A, because no discussion for A greater than B or B greater than A. Why? Because the hyperbola does not, this hyperbola does not cut y-axis. Next point, if P is a point on the hyperbola x square by A square minus y square by B square equal to 1, then mod of SP minus S dash P is equal to 2A. Mod of SP minus S dash P equal to 2A. That means the difference of a focal distance of any point on the hyperbola is equal to the length of transverse axis. Length of transverse axis. Just to see, by the definition, SP is equal to what? PM. So SP by PM is equal to E, implies SP is equal to E times of PM. SP is equal to E into PM is length of the perpendicular from the point Px and y1 to the directrix. What is the directrix equation? X minus A by E equal to 0. That is equal to mod of x1 r, and also if you take the focus is S dash, so this is S dash P by this is corresponding, this is PM dash. So P is a point on the hyperbola. If focus is S, SP equal to E into PM. If you take the focus is S dash P by PM, its corresponding directrix. If you take the focus this one, you can take the corresponding directrix. Also, S dash P by PM dash is equal to E, implies S dash P is equal to E into PM dash. Now, mod of SP minus S dash P is equal to E into PM minus PM dash, that equal to E into PM minus Pm minus Pm dash is nothing but mm dash. This is equal to m dash, that is E into, where mm dash is nothing but zz dash. Mm dash is zz dash, that is z dash, that is E into zz dash is 2a by E. So these two cancel, that is 2a. Therefore mod of Sp minus S dash P is equal to 2a, that is, which is the length of transverse axis. Next one, conjugate hyperbola. See, conjugate hyperbola means, so this is the hyperbola. The hyperbola whose transverse axis and the conjugate axis of the given hyperbola are respectively the conjugate and transverse axis of the given hyperbola, then that hyperbola is called a conjugate hyperbola. That is called a conjugate hyperbola. That is, the hyperbola, I would like to explain once. What about this one? This equation is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. So this is called transverse axis and this is called conjugate axis. Okay. So the transverse axis becomes conjugate axis and conjugate axis becomes transverse axis, then that hyperbola is called conjugate hyperbola. That is, if you take the hyperbola x square by a square minus a square by b square is equal to minus 1. If put y is equal to 0, x square equal to minus a square, this hyperbola does not cut x-axis. If put x equal to 0, this becomes 0, minus minus gets cancelled, y square equal to b square, y equal to plus or minus b. So this hyperbola, that means what? Here, this is the hyperbola. The hyperbola cuts y-axis at the point 0, b and at the point 0, minus b. So, okay, b dash, this is called transverse axis. Okay, and this is called a dash is called conjugate axis. So this hyperbola is the conjugate hyperbola of this hyperbola and this is the conjugate of this hyperbola. Okay, if it is minus 1, x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to minus 1, this hyperbola does not cut x-axis. Why? Because if you put y equal to 0, x square equal to minus a square not possible. If you put x equal to 0, y square equal to b square, y equal to plus or minus b. So this is the conjugate hyperbola of this hyperbola. and it is the conjugate of this hyperbola. Okay, now the hyperbola whose transverse axis and conjugate axis are respectively the conjugate and transverse axis of given hyperbola is called conjugate hyperbola of the given hyperbola. The hyperbola whose transverse axis and conjugate axis, C means conjugate axis, are respectively the conjugate and transverse axis of the given hyperbola is called the conjugate hyperbola of the given hyperbola. So this is the conjugate of this one and it is the conjugate of this hyperbola. In the hyperbola there is no a greater than b case. Only thing is what? If it is plus 1, okay, this is hyperbola, it is minus 1, it is a conjugate hyperbola. See, for this hyperbola, what is b square equal to here? A square into e square minus 1. In this one, that implies what? What is e is equal to root of a square plus b square by a square. For the conjugate hyperbola, a square is equal to b square into e square minus 1. For the conjugate hyperbola, this is the conjugate hyperbola, implies e square minus 1 equal to a square by b square. E is equal to 1 plus a square by b square, that equal to b square plus a square by b square. Okay, therefore eccentricity is root of a square plus b square by b square. So for the conjugate hyperbola, this is for the hyperbola. Okay, at the next point, if E1 comma E2 are the eccentricities hyperbola and its conjugate hyperbola. E1 comma E2 are eccentricities of the hyperbola and its conjugate hyperbola. Then 1 by E1 square plus 1 by E2 square is equal to 1. Okay, this is E1 and this is E2. What is E1 is equal to, this is E1 and this is what, E2. So E1 square is equal to A square plus B square by A square, and E2 square is equal to A square plus B square by B square. Now if you take 1 by E1 square plus 1 by E2 square equal to A square by A square plus B square plus B square by A square plus B square, that is equal to A square plus B square by A square plus B square, that is 1. So if E1 comma E2 are eccentricities of hyperbola and its conjugate hyperbola, then 1 by E1 square plus 1 by E2 square is equal to 1. Next one, rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular. Rectangular hyperbola means what? If the length of transverse axis equal to length of conjugate axis, then that hyperbola is called rectangular hyperbola. Means length of transverse axis is equal to length of conjugate axis, then that hyperbola is called rectangular hyperbola. Okay, that is what, put B is equal to A in the B equal to A or A equal to B in the equation of hyperbola. That is x square by A square minus y square by A square equal to 1. That implies x square minus y square equal to A square. This is called a rectangular hyperbola. And what is its eccentricity? Eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is equal to, what is the formula is what? A square plus B square. B means what? A square, or you write B square by A square. This is the formula. That is equal to root of A square plus A square by A square, root of 2A square by A square, that equal to root 2. Therefore, the eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is root 2. Okay, so hyperbola, conjugate hyperbola and eccentricities. The eccentricity of the rectangular hyperbola is root 2. Okay, thank you.